So we're playing The Quiet Year, which is a map drawing game that tells the story of a culture rebuilding after some tragedy. For a long time, we were at war with the jackals. Now, finally, we've driven them off, and we're left with this: a year of relative peace. One quiet year with which to build our community up and learn again how to work together. These are contempt tokens. They represent any tension and frustration that might arise in the community. When the King of Spades is drawn, the game will be over, and it could come at any time during winter. We all have two roles to play in this game. The first is to represent the community at a bird's eye level. The second is to dispassionately introduce dilemmas as scientists conducting an experiment. When we speak or take action, we might be representing a single person or a great many. Before the game begins, we must establish some facts about the community and what its surroundings are like.
What if we lived in the media landscape?
I was gonna say, like, I had already had a forest in mind, but like one with, giant, super thick, like ancient redwoods.
I have a detail and like vaporwave marble busts, just like giant marble busts in the ground.
To think that I was almost an art kid growing up.
The big brush actually makes them feel like chunky.
Like the super like heavy, thick trunks on really old trees.
I was gonna do a mountain range that surrounds most of it.
Someone's got to figure out like where the community is actually living. Like maybe the big head is hollow.
Ooh,
That is good. I don't know how we would fit that.
maybe clear out a couple trees and
Yeah, let me.
media.
It's like the Hollywood sign. Yeah.
I was gonna go with pools of warm static.
Ooh.
That's good. Yeah.
Next, we each declare an important resource for the community, something which we might have either in abundance or scarcity. Choosing a resource makes it important if it wasn't already. If you pick gasoline, it becomes something that community wants and needs. Okay, what will I say? Copper wire. So, John, what's your...
Yeah,
I know.
well, ideas clearly. I don't know.
Ideas?
Can you write something metaphorical?
Yeah.
Or
I'm really curious what we're gonna do with that.
Cutstone.
All right.
My idea is good rifles.
So we need to pick one in abundance, and the rest are scarcities.
I like the idea that we've got a lot of ideas and barely anything to make them happen.
yeah, we're ideas people.
Yeah.
So ideas is our abundance.
Yeah, I'm more of an ideas gal.
So we're all talkative people with lots of ideas.
Yeah.
There will be a point to discuss things further.
This is going to wreak havoc on our autism.
Yeah, I was thinking about this, like, everyone in Cable 2 is not neurotypical. This is gonna be so fucking hard. And here we are talking about how we're not supposed to talk. So.
Yeah.
I guess I draw the first card of spring. What's the most beautiful thing in this area? Or what's the most hideous thing in this area? I think I'm gonna add like a lagoon, and it doesn't have a texture, and it's like hard to look at. And some people find it beautiful, but some people find it like, this is just the worst.
I'll discover something new, I suppose. This the pool of unfinished texture is seeping into the local environment.
Oh fuck
We
yeah.
discovered somebody recently going there, and they were like trying to take a little drink or a bath and getting covered in the missing texture. They didn't install Team Fortress 2 or whatever.
That looks like it's worms.
You look like your worms.
Yeah.
Oh,
Got him.
What the fuck?
You know what? I'm gonna pull a contempt on that
A
one.
contempt token.
Yeah.
John took a contempt token for that.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay.
Fuck you. A young boy starts digging in the ground and discovers something unexpected. What is it? Or an old man confesses to past crimes and atrocities. What has he done? I'm gonna go with... A young boy starts digging in the ground and discovers something unexpected. What is it? And it is a large, like, echoing cavern with ancient structures in it. I'm thinking it's like modern day buildings, but like intact underground.
It's New York from Futurama.
My question to the community is, what are we going to do about the texture soup?
I really think we should keep an eye on the texture soup, who knows what the fuck that's going to do to like the groundwater.
I think we should train a child to understand the messages of the texture soup.
Yeah, we need to take care of it. Like build a dam or some kind of moat that it can like go into and like shed the water maybe into the solution to pollution is dilution, right? So we can shed the water the down into the that's a term, okay? You're a scientist, you should know that term.
The solution to pollution is dilution.
That's a science term. You should know that. Anyway,
Sure.
we can have it go down into like one of the pools maybe. If it's bad, we don't even know what the effects of
What the fuck
this.
is that gonna do when it mixes with a warm static?
I
We're
think
all-
we should experiment with it by throwing various objects in it and noting down what happens to the ground, but prepare an alternative extreme measure.
What group has the highest status in the community? What must people do to gain inclusion in this group? Or are there distinct family units in the community? If so, what family structures are common? Family units. Well, it says, are there family units? I could just say no. Well, I don't know. We could do something with that. Like, there are no distinct family units. Everyone just sort of treats one another as one homogenous family group, all
Everyone is
raising
e-
each other as one
yeah.
community. I'm going to start a new project. I am going to say that we should collectively start trying to talk to the trader that periodically shows up about trying to get a line on some weapons for community protection.
I'm gonna start training that child I talked about to read. So, like, a shaman of our party recruits a couple children and sets up a tent.
Oh, well, I want to try to lower the contempt. Okay, so we're one big family. We have not big meals, but like collection of every dinner or something. It's all in like the main hall or something. It brings people together. It's mutually understood that this is not the time to discuss the politics of the town. I don't know how to. What is this? What is that?
It's a big house, I guess.
Oh, okay. I'll add a smiley face. Discover something new. The children that are being trained to deal with this stuff are starting to develop. This is a discovery, right? Yeah. It like happens just like one night. You know, the kids are hanging out in their fucking little place. One of them discovers it. They have like levitation powers or some shit.
They can
It's
clip through walls.
Oh no, that's it. Yes. They're like reading a book, and suddenly the book like passes through them. They're like, what the fuck? Yeah, slowly over the course of the week, a few others start to discover powers. That's how that's represented. Wi-Fi symbol.
Where does everyone sleep? Who is unhappy with this arrangement and why? Or what natural predators roam this area? Are you safe? Around these pools, they don't seem to leave them very much. Are these large beetles, about as big as like a small truck. They seem to drink and gain all their sustenance from the pools, and they also have these big antenna staghorns, and they radiate electricity.
An old piece of machinery is discovered, broken but perhaps repairable. What is it? What would it be used for? Or an old piece of machinery is discovered, cursed and dangerous. How does the community destroy it? I'm gonna say it's cursed and dangerous and needs to be destroyed. Maybe there's some kind of cursed machine that is generating more of the missing texture goop, and that's what's causing it to slowly flood and leak out into
Ooh.
the landscape. I haven't decided why it's cursed when it's like giving the village children powers.
Well, like half the community thinks the goop is dangerous and bad.
Got the last spring card.
Are there children in your community?
That's pretty well established.
If there are, what's their role?
Well-
And how old are the eldest members of the community? What special needs do they have? I like that second one because I think we've talked about what the children are going through.
Yeah.
I think since everyone comes from like the same family, if you are not capable of contributing the way other people are expected to, you're still taken care of and
Yeah.
probably contribute in other ways. What I'm picturing is like there's less of a archetype of like what a family is supposed to. There's no like the eldest daughter is supposed to take care of the children and help the mother because everyone already does that.
Would you say maybe like from each according to his ability to each according to his needs, maybe?
Perhaps, yeah, maybe.
That's just a quote I came up with just now.
From it. Yeah, just came up with it right now. Yeah, just this idea I have.
Just spun it off the dome real quick.
Yeah,
But
there's something from your sick and twisted mind.
So the eldest are, I think, very old because no one ends up abandoned because all of their children have died. We have very old people in the community. I'm going to hold a discussion. Should we do something about the beetles near our food storage?
I think we have enough cut stone to set up an aqueduct of sorts to transfer warm static closer to our residence and further away from the beetles so we can power things without having to endanger ourselves or our children.
The children have 1 week left. They're gonna start the aqueduct. Roman aqueducts, like that famous song.
Please.
Shout out to Arby.
Trina.
Yeah, I don't know why I said shout out to Arby.
Yeah, I think this will probably, once it's done, remove cut stone from abundance, though.
Was the statue just the like half buried head, or is it more extending?
It.
We'll figure it out when the project's
Yeah,
over.
we're ideas people.
Yeah, that's true.
Right? Like,
We're ideas
Our
people.
culture is called the people of ideas.
We are the ideas
Ideas
people.
The
That
ideas
sounds like-
people. Say it like ideas.
ideas.
The eldest among you dies. What caused the death? Or the
shit.
eldest among you is very sick. One of the elders of the community died in a tragic rock levitation incident. The child behind the wheel of the rocks was maybe a little bit.
There was a telefrag incident.
There's
Yeah,
a telefragging incident.
There was a giant stone cube telefrag incident. Inside that cube of stone there's a person-shaped hole.
They're right, and that's their final resting place. We'll leave them there.
Yeah, and rest in peace, Montgomery.
Rest in one single piece inside the
Montgomery.
rock.
Montgomery, no. Oh.
That's
What if we made the rock part of the aqueduct?
Build a part of this aqueduct.
So bad
with
at not
this big-
collaborating.
Again, we're our own dungeon masters. Who gives a
Yeah,
fuck?
it's
It's cool,
Yeah.
and
As long,
This is
the ideas
funnier.
are better.
Yeah, I'm gonna discover something new. I feel like we should discover something. We discover in this sort of open plainsy area, like a big crack starts opening up.
Oh shit.
Out of this, a marble bust is growing.
Fuck yeah!
That's sick as hell.
that makes me sick. I'm gonna fucking throw up.
I love the Greek hair.
Oh yeah,
Wait,
yeah.
I
Very
just
important.
turned fucking
It's Julius Caesar.
peanuts. Oh god, it's Charlie Brown. Charlie Brown's emerging from the earth. The cave has been spelunked. The structures were empty and didn't show any recent signs of life. They found like some basic food and water and resources and stuff that were non-perishable. And they also found an obelisk.
Bitches love an obelisk.
Bitches do love an obelisk.
What if I take a couple minutes to put some noodles in the microwave?
Do we have microwaves in this universe?
No, I mean like in real life.
That's gonna take 1 week.
These noodles are gonna take 1 fucking week.
You discover a cache of supplies or resources, add a new abundance, or
Whoa.
scarcity has gone unaddressed for too long, start a project that will alleviate that scarcity. I think in the whole, we found like corporate structure and it's full of computers. And so we're going to start a project to break down all of the computers and harvest their copper wire and anything else that comes from them.
Introduce a mystery at the edge of the map. 4. An unattended situation becomes problematic and scary. What is it? How does it go awry?
What you thinking?
Oh my god.
Oh.
Flying spaghetti monster.
It does look like a flying spaghetti monster. Is that a hole in reality?
It's a hole. It's
Oh.
something.
Like this is the sky?
It's a hole.
That's at the edge of the map, I guess.
It's a hole.
That seems safe and not at all ominous.
These are eyes.
Oh. Oh, that's good.
Project is going to be an attempted unearthing of this new structure to potentially harvest it for stone, since it's not near any warm static, so it's a prime opportunity for harvesting.
Someone tries to take control of the community by force. Do they succeed? Why do they do this? Or a headstrong community member decides to put one of their ideas in motion. Start a foolish project.
Oh shit. Any of this could have been foolish. We don't know.
Yeah. Maybe one of them just starts training to become a court jester of the town.
That's the foolish.
Yeah.
they just, one of them starts training to be a clown. to increase morale.
This world is definitely going to end with us, like, inventing a computer. Just, like, repeating the sins of our fathers.
So the warm static is like a power source in this lore, right? We need to figure out what potential adverse effects the warm static might have, like if it's radioactive or some shit.
We have already brought the warm static directly into our village. So I think it's fine.
Yeah, it's I also think the
I love the quiet taking of a contempt token.
Contempt token is like the best fucking way to do this shit. Like, just instead of arguing, you just silently take her. Like, that would be so good in a real life setting. You just take, like, look, stare them down, and take a fucking token.
the static liquid fluid water. I don't know if it's much of a problem, but I understand your concern very much. And I look forward to working with you in the future.
I think that's a fair concern to have. I think we should ask one of the children to read the static. What is the static say?
Only one child knows how to read. Summer is a time for production and tending to the earth. Start a project related to food production. Or summer is a time for conquest and the gathering of might. Start a project related to military readiness and conquest. A faction of the community is like, we can't tame these beetles no matter what we try. And so they form a hunting party.
Outsiders arrive in the area. Why are they a threat? How are they vulnerable? How are they a threat? Okay, so they're not like a physical threat to anyone. They seem quite friendly, actually. But they don't seem to.
We're ideas people.
We're ideas people out here. They smell really bad. They have no sense of hygiene. We've been using the warm static, and it seems to clean people off pretty well. Yeah, and they like smell really bad, like necrotic.
Oh God.
Oh,
yes, like their flesh, and they don't seem to notice. They're like, oh yeah, no, that's just they're represented by some little figures that I'm just randomly drawing.
Oh, little Mogi.
How are they vulnerable? Okay, how are they vulnerable? Yeah, they seem to be vulnerable to like not smelling bad, you know.
Well, they don't bathe, right?
Like I said, their flesh is kind of necrotic, so even cleaning them, it's like like their bodies are dying, but they don't seem to realize it.
7 of clubs. Our project isn't working out as expected. Radically change the nature of this project. Don't modify the project type. When it resolves, you'll be responsible for telling the community how it went. Or something goes foul and supplies are ruined. Add a new scarcity. The sculpture emerging from the ground has proven to resist all efforts to be broken by conventional tools. And so now the project is to bury it.
Oh, I love the terror that implies of just like, can't get rid of it, we are going to bury it.
A project finishes early. Which one? Why? I'm gonna say the fucking Charlie Brown burying finishes early. It finishes early with a twist. It doesn't actually get fully buried. It suddenly retracts back into the earth.
Oh God.
A natural disaster strikes the area. Choose one. You focus on getting everyone to safety, remove an abundance, and a project fails. You focus on protecting your supplies and hard work at any cost. Several people die as a result. What natural disaster would happen around here?
Maybe, I wonder what there could possibly be.
There's an earthquake. Yeah, may or may not be related to the Charlie Brown sinking back into the ground.
Wait, did it like cause that to overflow?
Yeah.
Oh God, they can cross-contamination.
Oh, it's getting into oh God, what's gonna happen when it gets into like the power juice?
So we focus on getting our supplies and hard work to save at any cost. So the children of this area are lost.
No,
God.
Not all of them, just several. I'm gonna say discover something new. The combination of textureless to static causes sort of fume.
The strongest among you dies. What causes
among? Sorry.
The strongest among us dies. What caused the death? Or the weakest among us dies? Who's to blame for their death? So there was an earthquake, and yeah, we lost and one of them was quite strong, the strongest among us, if you will. And
Would the
who's to blame
strongest
for their
among us be
death?
the Oracle?
I wouldn't say the Oracle's strong. The wise, Oracle's the wise. It's not necessarily the strength. I would say was probably like Yurkenst. That was his name. He died.
Uh-huh.
I guess who is to blame? So the person to blame, the person who gets blamed, not necessarily they are to blame, because this is like a natural disaster. But I guess the person who gets blamed is society.
Is he gonna turn into the Joker?
Yeah, I guess.
If someone turns into the Joker in our village, they have to be summarily executed.
Jesus. I thought my jokes were bad.
Project counters count down.
We don't have any, which is why I want to start a project.
Yay!
Oh, this thing's been sitting here the whole we need to do something with this fucking thing.
The texture fumes are going towards
Oh
it.
shit!
Yeah, maybe.
It's gonna get fizz gun powers.
Yeah, send an expedition out to not only explore like this area, but also this. This is like in the sky, Spryly, right? I don't know.
Sure.
Okay, so they're part of that amongst us is part of the party, and then the rest of the party kind of, maybe some of the hunters are there with firearms to protect. What do they look like? They look like little diglets or
You
something.
know what they look like.
Yeah. Armed diglets.
Got a little hat.
I love that.
Someone sabotages a project and the project fails as a result. Who did this? Why? Or someone is caught trying to sabotage the efforts of the community. How does the community respond?
Ooh.
Trying to figure out which one should have the attempt or successful sabotage. And how do they respond? This community has been through a lot of intense hardships, death, and loss, so they're all extremely on edge. They are quick to do something real rash. All right, I'm gonna say we discover something new. We discover that there is a group in the community that is planning on just up and fucking leaving one night. Tensions are too high, too many things have gone wrong. So they've got a camp out here where they're prepping to fuck off.
Someone leaves the community after. Oh, hey! Someone leaves the community after issuing a dire warning. Who? What is the warning? Or someone issues a dire warning. The community leaps into action to avoid disaster. What is the warning? Start a contentious project that relates to it. I think the Oracle issues this warning and is like, our ideas are not enough.
Oh shit.
The community leaps into action to avoid disaster. I think a band of like sort of parent age people bring their direct children, which is a sort of novel break in tradition. They set up a camp. They're just gonna like wait on every word of the Oracle.
So the Oracle has a cult now.
Yeah, and the project also involves like they've brought their children whether or not their children went to go. They're kind of prepared to sacrifice the children for the greater good. Either to like train them and like try to recreate the school that was there before, quote unquote school.
10.
Whoa.
What?
Whoa.
Ah, that's right. Can I get a whoa in the chat? Harvest is here in plentiful, add in abundance. Or cold autumn winds drive out your enemies. Remove a threatening force from the map in the area. Okay, so what happens is the winds from the east blow the steam. This isn't steam, but and they don't like it very much. And they're like, this is fucking, I don't like this very much, like I just said.
What if it just kills them?
It kills everyone? Sure.
No.
It kills their spirit. Yeah. Right. Oh yeah, well this project's done.
Good timing.
Well, they were going to investigate the steam, but it's gone now because of the winds, so that's kind of resolved itself. And then as they approach, it seems to get bigger, but that's just because they're getting closer to it, and that's how that works.
Yeah.
It gets a little bigger and maybe a little closer to them, but it's not like bad. It's like horrible to look at as you get closer.
Got
The fact
bigger.
that it's like
It's
a
just
different
additional.
resolution now really
Just
adds
'cause
to the cosmic horror.
Yeah, no, that's good.
Yeah, this JPEG out.
The closer you get, the higher the compression ratio
It
is.
fits in with the rest of this fucking fucked up landscape.
It's the media
media-
landscape.
This
This is
fucked
the
up
media
media
landscape.
landscape.
This is the medial landscape.
I don't know if they have communication with the town. Well, somehow they communicate. They don't have to go all the way back, because I think that would take too long. I don't want to.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Describe how they communicate.
smoke signals.
Okay, smoke signals. Draw
Smoke signals, Morse code, yeah, and also various hand gestures. They it takes a long time, but we communicate, and this is a discussion. Yeah, there you go. The discussion back and forth between the people in the town and this group, like, what should we do with this?
We should blow it up.
No.
Oh shit.
It has literally been hanging out the entire time.
Well, it's growing bigger when we perceive it,
This is
so
not how
clearly
we hold a
it's
discussion.
a threat. That's my
Well, this is not how
We have to
Start
go in
just
order.
explode it with bombs and hammers and
Explode with
bullets.
bombs.
You do not have the
What does
talking pillow,
Coley
okay?
say?
Like I said, I think we fucking shouldn't. It's fine. It's hanging out. It's not doing anything wrong. We have done a lot of doing violence on purpose, and that has made everything worse.
I think every time we leave something alone, good things have happened. And
Yeah.
every time we interact with it, bad things have happened.
All right, it's my
Final
turn.
card of autumn.
The parish arrives. Who are they? Why have they chosen your community, and for what? Or, a small gang of marauders is making its way through local terrain. How many are there? What weapons do they carry? I'm going to say the parish arrives. They are media prophets. They've chosen our community to take the psychics and bring them to the next world.
We're gonna kill them?
We don't know
That's
what that means.
Not what I said. I'm now going to discard all my contempt token for the massive transgression I'm about to commit. The beetle hunters have picked up their hammers, their work tools, and have begun
Their
constructing a
rifles.
large cannon.
You
No.
want me to move them?
Fuck, yeah, can you move them?
Yeah.
Alright, time for the first card of winter. The time has come to consolidate your efforts and your borders. Projects located outside the settlement fail, and all remaining projects are reduced by 2 this week. Or, someone finds a curious opportunity at the edge of the map. Start a project related to this discovery.
So
They just
basically,
immediately fuck you over. Like, this, I feel like, is part of the settlement,
Yeah, that's true.
but this is, like, way off on the outskirts.
right?
So these two immediately finish,
Holy shit.
and this is canceled.
Wow. The hunters just fucking die, I guess. They just get
They're
abandoned out there in the fucking wilderness.
So true.
It'd be
That's
really
probably how it would
interesting
go
if
in
we-
real life, if we're being honest.
Yeah.
If somebody tried to, oh yeah, I'm gonna build a big cannon in the middle of the fucking forest, you fucking die instantly.
I think it'd be
Yeah.
interesting if we don't know what happens to them, because like everyone
Yeah.
else just returns to the community.
But look at how funny this is when I do. He cracked like
That's
an egg.
fair, yeah. These end.
All right. The Oracle's progress is completed. They have created a machine capable of translating the warm static and the textureless goop into discernible symbols by the culture. They've created a big machine which has no similarity to anything that we know of.
Whoa, it's a box.
Oh no.
Now we can discern the static. Through that, they have found a way to transmute ideas into real substances.
Wait, does that mean we have unlimited? Because we have an abundance of ideas. Does that mean we have an abundance of any substance?
Well, not
theoretically?
necessarily.
I have to finish my project,
Yeah.
and I was gonna say something
Okay.
about that. The Oracle warned that ideas were not enough. I think we start feeding all of our ideas into this machine.
What? What?
What?
The Matrix?
Cable
And-
2's The Matrix.
Right.
So that's all the children.
Yeah, all the children's ideas are now being harvested to
All the
transmute
children
into
are-
substances.
I've been getting this. I love how this is just gradually been getting more and more fucked up as this has gone
Can
on.
we get a scarcity in ideas now and like an abundance and everything
Yeah,
else?
for sure.
So many bullets and guns and weapons.
Yeah. Not a big cannon, though.
Not a big cannon. Sadly.
So, amidst all the chaos of all this happening, this camp of folks that were intent on heading out have just gone putting out the fire on the little campfire.
They just left?
Yeah, they just left. They're not a separate camp. They have simply, a large chunk of our community has simply left, and we don't know what happened to them.
So we have our search party or our group out here. Maybe they start to get a little fuzzy. Can I do this? Can I simulate this? There we go.
Oh shit.
Shit.
But it's not like a bad thing necessarily. They just feel like more. They feel like comfortable. They like it here.
They're stoned as hell.
Four of spades.
Tell us about
All
it.
the animals and young children are crying and won't stop. Hold a discussion about this in addition to your regular action for the week. Or a great atrocity is revealed. The tremors have stopped, and the false
I erase
idol
the
has
tremor?
been revealed.
Hope he has laser eyes.
Emerging from the ground in a great thunderous roar.
So is this the great atrocity?
Yes.
I think the children are also crying. I think
Well,
it's just
yes,
also
but it's
happening.
just sort of a minor issue at this point.
Yeah, we know about
It's just
that.
as a result.
Well, yeah. I mean, they are minors, so.
Shut up.
Shut
Okay.
up. Oh my god, dude.
Shut the fuck up. You're talking to me like I talk to myself all the time. It's really good.
John, we love you.
I'm glad that I can have this energy on everyone.
This idol has been revealed. It radiates an unholy energy, and the ground around it is turning slowly pink and black.
Fuck
It
yeah.
is the seed of evil.
Jesus.
Qualia.
Yep.
Dorkai.
Yes. Game's over.
Now we
Well-
can talk.
I think
All right.
I think everyone here fucking dies.
What were the frost
I
shepherds?
I think the Frost Shepherds just come and fucking wipe them out.
I think that
were
the
they?
Frost Shepherds are probably the new beings which have become able to live in this world, this media-afflicted landscape. And those media beings come and usurp us because they are more suited to this than we are.
These beings suited to the media landscape were called humans.
I think
Jesus.
I think it would be cool if it was like kind of like living close to a radioactive source for too long.
Yeah.
We have grown too comfortable with using the texture goop and the static without like fully understanding what they are. The Oracle said like our ideas are not enough, remember? So maybe like even with all of our children strapped to the machine, constantly dreaming,
It wasn't enough.
that it wasn't enough.
Yeah.
I think we should sign this.
Absolutely.
Hell yeah.
The skuntist.
No.
Talk to the skuntist.
Sure, no!
I can see you pushing harder there.
Shut up.
Oh, how do you think that this would end up? By the way, with like these, if we were able to finish this project, how do you? I mean, they're my.
I think these are the only people who survived because
Yeah.
they went to go live in with the eyeballs.
Our next
The
map
guy.
is gonna be those guys. Same cable time, same cable channel.
Same cable time, same
place.
cable too.
Able to meet you.
Hell yeah.
Cable 2.